Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk more about the brushes that I've been using. There are only two major brushes that I've been using so far, and one is a large one and this is a small one. Let's get started. So these are the two brushes that I've been using for over a year now. So these are the conditions when it is dry. So basically I've got a jar of water, and I use these two brushes to paint all of my paintings. So you wet your brush, and for the large brush you actually need a bit of time for it to completely loose. So I just leave it here. So for this one, I always keep it pointy. See, the whole time I've been using all of the colors and ink, there is no residual color. That's because every time when I get a color, and then I always rinse it. To start, you have to wet your paint, so just use the brush to dip some water and just wet it and let it sit for about 5 minutes or more, and until the color is ready. The reason why you see that this yellow comes out very quickly is because I've been wetting and soaking it for over half an hour already. And so is this blue. These two are the color that is harder to get a color out, so you have to wet it kind of like half an hour beforehand. And then these two are very easy. You just did about 5 minutes. Basically the color comes out pretty much right away. It takes about a couple of minutes for this to be completely loose. Now that I am ready to paint, I've got a request that I show how to load a brush with multiple colors. So I'm getting yellow and then the blue to mix the green color. And then for the leaves, I'm going to add a bit of red. Today I'm going to paint this interesting plant called Begonia maculata. The key feature is the silver spotted leaves. That's where I'm going to start. As you can see, my leaves has a bit of red shades on top of the green. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because I wanted to add a broader spectrum of color into the green shades. The other reason is the fact that the underside of this leaf is in red color. So if you take a closer look at the plant, you'll realize that the deep green shades of the leaves looked a bit dirty. I found that if you mix a bit of red color, then the color actually looks like the plants in real life. Now I'm switching to use a small brush to mix the same shades of color to paint the stems. There are many notes on the stems from which more leaves are going to shoot. I've got a request that I demonstrate more draping plants or flowers which looks more beautiful in the composition. Begonia maculata is not a climbing plant, but it tends to grow upwards and can reach the height of a human being. The one that I showed at the beginning of the video was taller than I am, so the flowers were draping down at the eye level. And the flowers are in clusters. Now I'm getting the orange and red color to create the shades of red for the flowers, and I'm painting them in clusters. This is how I rinse my brush every time I have to get new color or switch color. Just like the Western watercolor, some people may have 2 or 3 jars of water, and just in case one gets murky, you have to use the other clear water. Or when you want to paint something light like white or yellow color, then you may want to use fresh clear water. Some artists may use different brushes for a different color, but I'm not that fancy. I just want to keep everything simple and use the same brush for all of the colors. And so far, I have not had any problems with my brushes. I'll show you what my brushes look like after this painting at the end of the video. Now I'm painting the chest of two birds with yellow, orange, and red tone. And the back and wings and head are in dark brown and ink. Now I'm painting the center of the flowers, which are stamens, I believe. It's in bright yellow color. Now I'm using clear water to outline the veins. The reason why I'm doing it is because I like it to be a bit subtle. And then on top of these veins, I'm adding some light red color. Now the interesting part of this painting is the use of white poster color for the spots on the leaves. Begonia maculata is also called spotted begonia. The various sizes of silver white spots just look like they are just splashed randomly onto the leaves, and that's what I'm doing too. Of course, you can just paint a dot on it, and just like what I'm doing now, and I am adding a few larger spots to finish this look. So when I paint the white color, then I get a clear water and rinse my brush after I'm done. See, there is no residual color on my brush. And now I'm finishing up the birds with the eyes. Now I'm showing you if I get more ink, then I just rinse it like I did with some other colors. See, there is no residual color on my brush either. So I'm showing you both of my brushes after I'm done with the painting. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this type of content and would like to see more demonstrations, please consider subscribing to my channel and press the bell notification button so that you don't miss out any updates. I'll see you next time.